transcends weight. This is not a number poem. However, for the sake of literary merit, I know what periods are. I am choosing not to use them. And to show how much I don't not give a fuck, I have a minute with this poem. 115 reasons my handwriting is sloppy. 5th grade, you write like a boy, says 2 pink ponytails, missing half of barrettes on her left, my right side of head exhibiting long, silky, freshly pressed slacks that shadowed the Snickers caramel of her complexion, valued a whole 2 inches over my outer layers. Invisible ceilings are not fucking metaphors, and the newly training broad 11-year-olds of 2002 were cliquey as fuck and very good at strategizing exclusionary rituals. On that Thursday during homeroom, I dropped my paper at the wrong time and began my first act of radical self-love by writing in an identity no one else could understand unless I read it to them. 2. Wait, there are no numbers. Forget that happened. Preeminent success, the easy route. You write like a doctor. My 11-year-old logic? Cool, so that's all I have to do? The first lesson I learned accidentally. Their words fell at the wrong octave, and I began believing all I had to do was what I was already good at in order to be successful. C, I was wrong. D, maybe I was right and I just don't know it yet. E, that's usually the case except when it's not. If you can write as fast as you can think, you can almost never forget anything. Writing fast, however, comes at a cost. It makes your letters look lazy even though you've been working your ass off to get them all out of your body in an orderly fashion, even though their existence is the opposite of procrastination. But don't worry, this is not a preachy poem. I am choosing not to use imagery as a literary device to leave you, the listeners, longing for more. 5th grade, you write like a boy, a second voice. Yeah, Blackie, you write like a boy, a third voice. Me, a defiant soul, lip smack, neck roll, attempting to hide the lump in my throat, the question mark on my ears, wondering why it hurts so much to be called something I wouldn't mind being, and something I knew I was. 2 days later, I found a book. The book was full of slow, heated sex scenes. I became aroused and realized I was gonna die. That Saturday in 2002, I decided if I was gonna die, I was gonna be a writer. I took out a pen and began to write what I thought was the greatest thing I'd ever create. Let me read that snatches book. Me, a terrified trimmer, having the first 16 pages I'd ever written examined like the metal detector entry before school. Oh, Shyla, you write like a doctor. This time, the lump in my throat fully visible. The question mark of my gut, wonder why it hurts so much to be called something I wouldn't mind being and something I knew I was. D, maybe I was wrong. E, maybe I was right and I just don't know it yet. That's usually the case except when it's not. If you can write as fast as you can feel, you can almost never feel anything. Feeling fast, however, comes at a cost. It makes your love look lazy even though you've been working your ass off to get it all out of your body in an orderly fashion, even though its existence is the opposite of hate. Don't worry, this is not a love poem. I am choosing not to hate everything as a literary device to leave you, the listeners, longing for more.